Tastyworks. What is it? Why is it useful? And how can you make it profitable for you going forward as an entrepreneur? Good afternoon, everybody. This is Bill Jager, and today we're going to talk about a little bit about Tastyworks as a platform and why it's so important to to investors and especially after you get a little bit of momentum going with a business, why it's important to to have a place to set aside some money first of all, but also how to work in kind of in a new. Uh, just want you to look at investing as a new, really just sort of a new way of looking at it. Actually, instead of having a 50-50 shot of buying a stock or buying cryptos or anything and hoping that it goes up, this is a platform that's designed and really a service that's designed more to help you put more of the odds in your favor, the pot odds, as they say, in your favor, so that you're not always taking 50-50 shots and reducing your likelihood of success. So it's designed to do a whole lot more, and believe it or not, it's got more of a focus on content than anything else. And so Tastyworks and Tasty Trade are the two main anchors, if you will, of what these folks have put together. They're going beyond now 10 years as far as building content, teaching everybody that they can how to be a better self-directed investor. And so we're going to just go through a little bit of a review on what it's all about. So as you can see here, Tastyworks was or is in the middle of a lot of great promotions. One of them, and yes, this is I guess it's an old school self-directed broker. It's a 10 years ago they used to call it a discount broker, but everybody has really gone to almost zero commissions these days. And so where the money is and where I think a lot of this is going is as content builders, content providers, and of a business surrounding assets that are under management and fees for specialty ideas and services that come around with for investing. So here's one of the things that they're up to is if you have an account at Tasty Trade, you can actually get into this $1 million crypto giveaway, get up to $200 in crypto now if you open an account. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you. I'm going to sign in here, and I'm just going to show you some of the basics of of what this platform does. This is the Tastyworks website, but this is really more where you just get business stuff taken care of, your profile, your deposits and withdrawals, your money or your accounts, and how you access all the important stuff that you need from these things. And then there's a link to the actual Tastyworks platform. So we're going to go there. One of the things that I thought was interesting was that you can actually go down here and you can generate a referral link, which I will have mine in the bottom, underneath the description in this video, but you can actually have a referral link. So if you bring friends in, or folks that or somehow generate referrals, you can actually earn points towards towards all kinds of good stuff. So I'll go into that real quick, but you can get anything from Google Home units to 5 referral credits is a Chicago food package. Tastyworks is based in Chicago. And I've been to the studio, it's great. These guys are great. They're the best. 10 referral credits, a year of high net internet access, 20 referral credits, you get a trip for two to Chicago. 50, a nice package from Apple, all the way to a Model S for 750 referral credits. So how cool is that? You could actually refer a lot of folks, and if you have a great network, you could be driving a Tesla. So anyway, that's part of how they grow. It's sort of a organic growth strategy. It's great. But again, going back to what it is that Tastyworks has been so good at is right here. And now I'm in the Tastyworks platform. Okay, and I'm going to show you. Just show you a little bit about how we, how we actually can see this. But this is the platform itself, and along the side here are some recent symbols, and then here's some watch lists. You can see all kinds of different watch lists. Crypto is a fairly new asset class within tastytrade, but yes, you can buy a handful of different symbols. I'm just going to leave it here on Bat's watch list for now. Tony Battista, that's named after Tony Battista, Bat's watch list, and he's one of the main hosts on the Tastytrade shows. But I'm going to go back to, as you go down here, you can see there's watch lists. There's actually a link to Tastytrade within the platform. Charts, Tasty Charts, your history, and follow. And I'm just going to go through each one of these real quick. This is a watch list. I haven't really built anything with regards to watch lists. So this is something that you could actually create your own watch list. And if you have a favorite, or a list of favorites, that's where you can go. Here is Tastytrade actually being played right now. They're in Theory to Practice with Dr. Jim. And this is an entire library. Just imagine 10 years of content that's been built and put into this, into this program and into this company. And what their goal is to teach you, to teach me, to teach everybody best practices and how to be more efficient with capital. If for really no other reason, to be a better investor by use of statistics, derivatives, options, futures, and of course, equities. So that's the main focus. I would say that Tastyworks was started from the folks that started Thinkorswim. So there is a huge focus and emphasis on options and statistical investing. But what they've believed in and what they've even learned in the last 10 years is further further deep dives into probabilities and probability investing. This entire platform is built around it. So, and I'll show you what a quick option trade or an option, an option chain looks like. But this is Weyerhaeuser, and you can see that this is the first place that that the platform takes you. You can look at it on a curve basis. You can go into an active trader platform if that's if that's more your speed. There's a grid, and then crypto has its own sort of trading setup there, and then there's even a focus here for pairs. So lots of flexibility, lots of interesting ways to look at each separate market as you go. But let's go back to actually trading off the table, and then here's all the basic options for each specific month. And if all of this is foreign to you, what I would encourage you to do is get into Tastytrade and start looking at all of these different options that where you can learn an incredible amount. So Um, just and here is even, a look at today's show. So they start off with daily dose, confirm and send, mean reversion stocks, the opening bell. They'll if you tune in live, you're watching what they're doing live, and then going through all kinds of you know s- smaller segments that have to do with a certain segment of the investing population. So tasty bites, and here's one where market measures. This is more of a research, uncovering some research live from the Tastyworks trade desk. More ideas, and as far as why they would do certain things. And then the girls come on, tweeting live with Liz and Jenny. Trade small, trade often, options trading concepts, and so on. So they just go through this all day long during market hours. Show wraps up around 3:15, I believe, Central Time, and that's look at the content. So just imagine 12, 15 shows during the day, and always all of the stuff is logged for you to actually go back and look in. And then there's top videos, there's specials, and so much more. There's so much content that you'll never catch up, at this point. But it's a tool that you can use to essentially build a business on. If you're an entrepreneur, you could actually, and you're interested in investing, I would highly recommend using something like this, where you have the content to learn from, but you also can put some of these things into play. Start putting option strategies in your arsenal, and put these trades more into your favor. And it's a fascinating way to look at investing. In fact, it's more math now than it is visual or taking a guess at whether Boeing is going to go up or down. So anyway, let's go down. Let's continue to go down. Here is just a quick look at the charting packages. There are more robust charts and charting packages out there. Tasty doesn't really believe in doing too much in the way of building robust charts, because so much of it has to do with the ebb and flow of the market, and it's more about strategy than charting. But you can also expand to take a look at wider range of charts, and then of course you can go into your own history. And then this is a tool that I think is super cool, is super useful. The main players within Tasty Trade are all listed down here. Okay, and at least the ones that are willing to bare their souls in their trades, so that you and I can could potentially benefit from it. So they are listing what they are doing on this page, and when there's new trades, they get a little banner up there that tells you what's going on. Here are Tom's trades, and here's Dr. Data's trade, and so on and so on. So they are always listing these as they do these live. It's not something that you can follow exactly all the time, but it gives you a great sense of ideas of what they're doing. And if you know enough about options, you can actually learn a little bit about how you can put this to use in your own in your own portfolios, and in your own with your own time horizons, your own risk parameters, and so on. So it's a great way to look at it. And here's a way, here's something we could do. You could actually just pick to see what just one of these guys is doing. So here's Tony. This is Tony from Mexico, and Tony has his own style. So if you know what his style is, you're comfortable with what Tony does, check it out. You can see what he's doing. You can see why. Sometimes Tony will tell you why. Lemonade, buy the panic, he says. Buy in the dip on EXPI. So there's a lot of, good, good little explanations. And then what's even better is that you can duplicate this trade. If you like something, you can duplicate it, and you can then go into your own platform. There we go. We can go into our own account with the suggestion, at least to see what Tony's doing, and we can see what that trade looks like, on the tables, on the graphs, and so on. And this is just it's a really great way to see where does a trade lie on a statistical curve, right? This is right here is one standard deviation right there, and these farther out ones are two standard deviations. So Tony's putting on a trade that's way out here. And I didn't even look to see if that was a close or not. Maybe he's closing out something that's way out of the money now. But that is a great way to look at what this platform is all about. And if we'll just go into, and of course there's a help section and so much more, but it will support. The support team is great at Tastyworks. I've never had anything but good experiences with their support team, and I would encourage you to make this a part of a future, if not now, a future part of your business. You will learn about trading, you'll learn about yourself, you will learn about business itself, and learn about the markets. It's there's really nothing out there that's like it. There's so many other platforms like that you hear and see on TV. This one you don't. But in the end, I would recommend getting started. If I can help you answer some questions, or if there's anything I can do, go to the description below this video, and my contact info is there. You can also get onto the website and just explore, and I would highly encourage that. It's as you earn money in so many different ways, you will have the ability and the opportunity to sock some away. And this is the place where I would recommend it. And again, if I can answer any questions for you, let me know. I hope this video is helpful to you, and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Best of luck.